With its flair for nudity, murder, incest, and so much more, Game of Thrones is not a TV show that's known for its lightheartedness. Still, the showrunners do like to toss in a few Easter eggs throughout the show for their viewers to enjoy. With the show's passionate fan base, even the subtlest of references have been discovered and talked about. Make sure to give us a like as we reveal these Easter eggs you didn't know were in your favorite show with dragons. Here is Screen Rant's list of 10 incredible Easter eggs hidden in Game of Thrones. Dragonslayer Dragon. Disney's 1981 film Dragonslayer is about a young wizarding apprentice that's sent to kill a dragon who has a taste for eating young girls. That plotline could even work in Game of Thrones, and maybe that's why writer George R.R. Martin mentions his favorite fantasy film character in Season 1. When Daenerys' annoying brother Viserys tried to impress Doria, he told her the names of all the dragon skulls that were once kept in the Red Keep. One is named Vermithrax, the dragon from Dragonslayer.
After I raise my armies and kill your traitor brother, I'm going to give you his head as well.
Or maybe he'll give me yours.
President George W. Bush's head. Game of Thrones is one of the most expensive shows on television. Each episode in Season 6 cost upwards of $10 million, so finding ways to save costs are essential to the showrunners. In Season 1, when Joffrey Baratheon forces Sansa Stark to look at her father's head on a spike, you can see the head of former American President George W. Bush. The showrunners insisted that it was not a political statement, but just a way to reuse props. Still, HBO released an apology and vowed to remove the head from future releases.
I have a tender spot in my heart for cripples, bastards, and broken things.
Tyrion's nose. At the end of Season 2, Tyrion Lannister is attacked by Sir Mandon Moore and slashed across his face, leaving a scar. Before Tyrion can be killed, his squire Podrick Payne kills Sir Mandon, saving the fan-favorite character. After he heals, Tyrion's sister Cersei tells him that she wanted to see his face because she was told he had lost his nose. This is a reference to the books, where Tyrion did indeed lose his nose, but in the show, it was far more cost-effective for them to just give him a scar.
Shall not pass!
Gandalf's blade. The War of the Five Kings is the civil war that erupted after King Robert died and everyone wanted a seat on the Iron Throne. With all of these would-be kings fighting, we wonder if any of them actually noticed the swords on the chair. One bears a striking resemblance to Gandalf's blade Glamdring from Lord of the Rings, while another one looks like Orlando Bloom's sword from the film Kingdom of Heaven. Was this done as homage or just another way to save production costs by reusing props? Peter Dinklage's ghost. We don't mean his spiritual ghost, but the ghost that Peter Dinklage voiced for the video game Destiny. Dinklage was fired as the voice of the ghost due to his boring narration and replaced by Nolan North. In a scene from Game of Thrones, there is a window behind Dinklage that holds a strong resemblance to the ghost shape. No one involved in the show has verified this, but it sure does look familiar. Was this a Destiny Easter egg or just a fancy window design? Let us know what you think in the comments. The title sequence. It's easy to ignore or fast forward through the opening credits because it appears to be the same every time. If you actually watch it, you can see that it's not the same. That's because the show is displaying the different lands that we are going to visit in that episode, or at least that season. If Tyrion is in King's Landing at the last 5 seconds of the episode, we will see King's Landing in the opening title sequence. Put down the remote and take a look next time. R+L=J. One of the most popular fan theories for Game of Thrones has to do with the parents of Jon Snow. This theory believes that Jon Snow is not Ned Stark's son, but is the son of Rhaegar Targaryen and Ned's sister Lyanna. The showrunners knew how popular this theory was, and decided to add an Easter egg in the first season referencing it. You can see an RL carved out on a wall right next to Jon Snow. Maybe they're telling us something.
No one touches Sam.
Jon Snow's Hobbit friends. Speaking of Jon Snow, did you know his friends were named after another famous book series? George R.R. Martin is a fan of the Lord of the Rings books and has read them through and through numerous times. He's also admitted to pulling inspiration from the books as he wrote his stories. Jon Snow's best friends at the Wall are named Sam and Pip. Do these names sound familiar to your little Hobbit ears?
People die at their dinner tables, they die in their beds, they die squatting over their chamber pots.
Littlefinger predicts death. Peter Baelish, aka Littlefinger, keeps surprising us in every season, whether he's betraying Ned Stark or getting closer to the throne.
I did warn you not to trust me.
In Season 4, he predicts the death of 3 characters, and on top of that, they die in the order he states them. He says to young Robin Arryn that people die at their dinner tables, they die in their beds, they die squatting over their chamber pots. These words clearly foreshadow the deaths of Joffrey, Shae, and Tywin, who died at a dinner table, in a bed, and on the toilet, respectively. To be fair though, he did partially orchestrate one of those.
I'm French! Why do you think I have this outrageous accent, you silly king?
Daenerys' champion insulted with Monty Python joke. In the scene where the Myronese rider challenged Daenerys' champion, he shouts at them. Natalie Emmanuel's character Missandei translates the insults that the rider barks, and he even pees in Daenerys' general direction. According to the show's linguist, David J. Peterson, he is actually shouting insults from Monty Python and the Holy Grail, including "your mother was a hamster." If you caught that one, you better be looking for a job as a linguist, because only the producer and Peterson knew what they were doing, since the language is made up for the show. What do you think of our video? Did we skip over any of your favorite Easter eggs from Game of Thrones? Sound off in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe to our channel for more fun videos. Thanks for watching.